Okay, Dominic, next we're going to talk about Kane the Carpenter Guida versus Benson or Ben Smooth Henderson. Barn burner. I think this may even be fight of the night. Tell me what you think about these two guys.
I see this fight definitely being candidate for fight of the night, no doubt, if not submission of the night, because you look at Ben, his ground skills are extremely underrated. People don't know how good this guy is at grappling and how strong he is. He's extremely well-versed against the cage. That's where he has the most strength and the most discipline, I believe. And the most just non-stop, relentless pace is up against the cage, but that's the same with Clay Guida. This is going to be one of those fights that's very closely matched, and that involves the hair also. I don't know who's got better locks, Ben Henderson or Clay Guida, but that one's going to be a close one. I'm going to take Ben Henderson in this fight due to the fact that I think that his wrestling is a little bit more well-suited for MMA, and I think that his jiu-jitsu is a little bit at a higher level than Clay Guida's as well. I give Clay Guida the edge and the movement and the stand-up if they stay in the free open battle in the middle of the cage, but I see this fight being a non-stop grappling, grimy pace, and I'm going to take Ben in a fight like that any day.
Okay, so you're going to take Ben. Now let me ask you a question. Ben has had some wars, so has Clay. Now, if Clay were to win this fight, what do you think Clay would have to do? Because how do you submit Ben? I've seen him being choked. The guy doesn't choke out. I've seen his arms just getting wrenched. The guy's double jointed, obviously.
Yep.
How would somebody like Clay beat this guy?
You know, you can't beat Ben Henderson by trying to just go for the finish in the grappling sense. You can't just try to submit him because the guy's almost near impossible to submit. He's so flexible and he's so slippery and so scrambly that it's hard. That's where he finds his strength, is he lets people go for the submission, wear themselves out going for the submission, then he beats the crap out of you. So the biggest key for Clay Guida to win this fight is to fight Ben on the outside, use his movement, his quickness to land the strikes, get the takedowns, and in any case, he has to stay in the top position against Ben and try to keep Ben on his back, either up against the cage or in the middle of the mat for as long as he can. The longer Ben is on top, the better the fight's going to go for him. The longer that Clay's on top, the better the fight's going to go for him. So this fight is going to go to the person who gets the takedown and ends up in the top position.
Okay, so you're choosing Ben, but you think it's going to go to a decision?
I think it's going to go to a decision. I think this fight's going to go to a decision. I think Ben's going to grind him out.
Okay. There you have it, Ben Smooth Henderson. I'm going to go ahead and pick Ben. I'm not trying to jump on the bandwagon, but really at the end of the day, that's who I do believe. Like you said, I just don't think Clay's going to be able to finish him. I do think it's going to go to a decision, but I think Ben's going to probably pull it off. But another thing too, just so Anthony Pettis just beat Ben Henderson, and Clay Guida just beat Anthony Pettis.
Yep.
So I mean, all these guys are coming up and they're learning quick, and they're advancing leaps and bounds every couple months.
This fight comes to style matchup, and I believe that the main key to this is who's got the better wrestling, Clay Guida or Ben Henderson. And when it comes to that in the MMA standpoint, I give the takedowns to Ben.
Cool. There you have it.